Hi, this is Mekval, and I am a 23-year-old Hobgoblin male from the Rars tribe. Our tribe has, several generations ago, developed relations with a Waterdavian noble family. The Waterdavian noble family, very grateful that we hobgoblins have stayed our distance from civilized humanoids and kept the peace, as humanoids are fairly prejudiced against us, have given us tribute, or more precisely, have given tribute to our tribal leaders. Through that privilege, our tribe has chosen a few of us children that have been raised to be warriors, or more precisely, paladins. I have been one of those. I had been chosen at my birth. It was said that a sign had revealed that I was destined to be the hero of the people, and as such, I have been raised as a champion. After I turned 23, my tribe had been advised that this Waterdavian noble family would like me to be sent to Neverwinter to meet one of their representatives. A few days ago, I found myself at Neverwinter, although my tribe is nomadic and moves around quite frequently and has done so several times during my lifetime. I had never ventured into one of these major cities of our humanoid friends. But I realized when I came to Neverwinter that it was obvious that if I was to find someone of importance, I was to go to their taverns or bars. Interestingly enough, as I walked through Neverwinter, and as I went through each bar and tavern, I realized that the residents of Neverwinter must have recognized my importance and must have seen me as a hero, for they gave me a wide berth and showed me respect as they moved out of my way. At one of these taverns, and I can't remember its name, they all seemed to be the same, I observed several, I guess you could call them travelers, at a table. And after a few moments, one of them got up and approached me. His name was Gundren, and he asked about me and why I was here. When I told him that I am Mekval, and I had been sent by the Rars tribe, and I was here to meet someone of importance, he said, I must be the 6th member that they were looking for. And he brought me over to their table, where he introduced me to his companion Sildar, and with him there were 5 others. A Tiefling monk by the name of Reverence, a rock gnome wizard by the name of Orryn Cobblefoot, who had purple eyes and quite clearly needed a bath, a Tibaxi female named Baast, with black fur, green eyes, and whose disposition was rather reserved, a male elf ranger by the name of Ruven, who wore fancy armor. Clearly, like myself, he wanted to be presentable. And finally, the half-orc female, Vola, with blue eyes and short hair. We discovered from Gundar that our mission was to bring a wagon full of provisions that would be driven by Amos to Phandelver. We were to ensure that the provisions got there safely. And they left. Shortly thereafter, I observed that Reverence, our male tiefling monk, was striking up quite a conversation with the female barkeeper. They seemed to enjoy each other's company, and after a while, we noticed they disappeared. Before that, however, the barkeeper did inform us that Gundren had allowed us a room. He had taken the necessary steps to pay for each of us to have our rooms. So off I went to my room, and in the morning we met with Amos and a very relaxed looking Reverence, and we went on our way on the high road. We were informed that it would take several days to get to Phandelver, and on the way we would rest. As the first rest stop approached, I noticed that everyone was either sleeping on the ground or sleeping in tents. As I am the hero of the people, I thought this was not worthy of a hero. So I decided to sleep in the wagon. When we were about to sleep, I had noticed that Vola had shown some interest in Amos, and Amos was, I believe, interested in Vola. I tried to help them, but Amos turned out to be too timid, which left me very confused with the ritualistic manner in which humanoids conduct their communications with one another. In any case, I went to my wagon and off I went to bed. After a few days, we had made it to the Tribor Trail, where we discovered 2 downed horses. Amos refused to move forward until we investigated. As my companions got off, I decided to stay with the wagon. We were, after all, hired to protect the wagon and its provisions. And as everybody else moved towards the horses, I thought, what if we were to be attacked from behind? No one was protecting the wagon. And as my companions got closer to the horses, they were ambushed by 4 goblins. Orryn, our wizard, used Firebolt to defeat one of the goblins. The rest of us were blessed by Vola. Ruven and Baast defeated one of the goblins, and Reverence, our tiefling monk, used his fighting style, which was very acrobatic, to take care of another goblin, which left 1 goblin. And as he observed his companions quite swiftly being dealt with, he decided to make a quick retreat. We decided to explore more around the horses to discover what happened. And I think it was Vola, or perhaps Baast, who had surmised that these horses belonged to none other but then Gundren and Sildar. And as I investigated further, I realized that their bodies had been dragged towards the forest. There were also goblin tracks. After a discussion with Amos, who decided to stay with the wagon and protect it, and revealed that he had a crossbow. More to this Amos than meets the eye. We decided to investigate the tracks and hopefully find our companions. After about an hour, we came across these hidden camouflaged traps, one of which I was about to set off, but Vola had observed it before me and prevented me from unceremoniously setting it off. I'm very thankful to her. And after a few more hours, we came upon a cave. And near the cave, at the mouth, guarding the cave, were two goblins. I, knowing Goblin, decided to try to negotiate with them, but they would have none of it and attacked us. And I rushed towards one of them, while my companions downed the other. And I believe it was Orryn that set one of them on fire. Seeing his companion down, I pointed out to him that you are the last goblin, and unless you help us and lead us to our companions, I motioned over to Vola, who was getting her bow and arrow ready, that she will take care of you. Clearly scared, he set his weapon down. However, he was trembling at the thought of taking us to his leader. And I decided to press our situation, or rather the situation that he found himself in. That either he takes us to his leader, or I move aside and let Vola do as she wishes with her crossbow. Clearly not happy with his prospect, but choosing to stay alive, he decided to help us. At this current time, I am going to go and discuss the situation and devise a strategy with my companions. I thank you for listening to my adventure so far, and I hope that you will join me next time as I continue on this adventure to the mines of Phandelver. Take care.